What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome to another episode of Pips and Points. I'm your host, Jono, and today we're going to be talking about what we always talk about, which is the NAS100. So today, at the recording of this video, okay, which is the 26th of January, Wednesday, and the time is 7:22. So the Fed and the FOMC, they're already doing their thing, okay? So they're already having the discussion that's going on right now, okay, with the press conference going to be taking place in 7 minutes at 7:30. It's currently 7:23, right? So we're just going to get into it real quick, okay? We're just going to get into it real quick. And whilst I'm setting up the chart, I want to say a big thank you, a big shout out to all of my subscribers. I appreciate you all for coming over and supporting the channel. Much appreciated. It will cost you nothing to drop a like if you find the content useful, so please do. And once again, if you're coming over to this channel to see what I got going on, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is purely for entertainment and educational purposes only. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, so first things first is the Fed is giving their little meeting today, okay? That's taking place right now. So let me just zoom in properly with this, zoom in properly, right? And as you can see, this is this parabolic blue we're looking at right now. So yesterday this was a red. I know they're both in black, but for me, it actually helps me a great deal to actually look at the charts in this way, as opposed to having the two colors. But however you have it set up, if it's working for you, fantastic. I'm not going to tell you not to do it in this way. For me personally, I prefer having it in one simple color, because all I need is just the basics from here in order to navigate. So we have a parabolic blue right now, okay, and that is pushing to the outside. So that could pretty much signal the end of the correction to a degree, to a somewhat, like to wherever, like it could be the end of the correction. So I'm just going to go into this in greater detail to see if it actually is the end of the correction. Now what I actually was hoping for was I needed an open and close above this blue price action level right here. That's what I want. I want to open and close above this line. And as you can see, it's wicked through, but it hasn't opened and closed above it. So in the meantime, my thinking is this downtrend hasn't broken. We are on the high side of a downtrend. So a sell at this particular level would make sense, okay? But however, like I said, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please subscribe. Okay, so you could take a sell at this point right here, all right, and ride it downwards, okay? But me, I personally would not be taking a sell at all. I don't like selling the NAS100. I don't know how many times I've said that, but I do not like selling the NAS100, so I have no plans on selling it. I'll just wait. You might say, you know what, you're a bit of a numpty for doing it that way. I mean, money's money, mate. I mean, why not just do it? But personally, because I know how the NAS likes to move, and the last time I checked, a meteorite hasn't hit the planet. Nothing terrible has happened in the United States or to all the companies that comprise of the NAS100. Nothing terrible has happened, like of biblical proportions. So because nothing like that has happened, I'm like, okay, this is a correction. I'm gonna wait, right? I'm gonna wait until it looks like it definitely wants to push to the upside. And once it gives me that confirmation it wants to push to the upside, I'm going right back in to recoup my losses that I got on Friday, I believe. Yeah, Friday. So yeah, so literally, so that is the play for this. So right now it hasn't opened or closed above. It hasn't done any of that. Okay, it's still sitting there. And my feeling is it's gonna push downwards. It's gonna push downwards. So let me just zoom out of this for a second, and let's see what we're looking at if it does push down. And this wick over here, this wick over here, okay, also lets me know that there's a very good chance that this is going to be the next place where they're going to try for a liquidity grab, and they might try it down here, down to this level over here, okay? So for those of you that are capable of doing your own research and checking out, you're doing your own stuff, obviously, because I'm not a financial advisor, don't take my word for it. It's important that you do your own research to make sure if it makes sense to you or not. if you was to sell, so if you wanted to sell, right, and you wanted a nice place to get off, I would say price point 13.49 would be a good place to jump off, and you'd be looking at a downtrend of say 6.42%. All right, and that is roughly how many pips that is. 92,000 pips. That is a good take home PC. But however, if it does come down here and it decides that, hey, listen, I want to go to the upside, right? Let's look at what kind of potential we could be looking on the upside. Let's see what kind of potential we could be looking at, right? On the upside, we could be looking at 22.49%, providing it was picked up at this level. Providing it was picked up at this level, that is what you'd be looking at. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to keep monitoring this situation to see if it does break above this price action level. And just to confirm, this price action level is a good price action level. Let's see what it corresponds with. Okay, so it corresponds with the last drop it did before it did that, and I'm happy to say this whole situation here, I got 100% of that. 100% of this whole move right here, I got that, and that was just before I decided I'm going to start doing YouTube. So literally, I got this win right here, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I know what I'm doing right now. I think I got what it takes to talk to the people about how I like to do things. Obviously, not in a way where I'm trying to tell you that, hey, this is the best way, because it's not the best way. It's not the only way. There is tons of different approach to do it. You just gotta look to the right side of this video to see all the different ideas that people are throwing out there. I just like to do my things in a very honest and clear way, which is I don't profess to be anything. This is what I figured out. This is how I play. It works for me. Sometimes I get caught out, you know, it happens. But however, overall, I'm still able to maintain my position within the markets, and I'm relatively doing quite well. I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? It's not bad. I mean, it's a lot better than what I was doing before when I didn't know what I was doing. Believe you me, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. But however, I know what I'm doing. Hence why there's certain rules I stick to, and I wait for it to happen before I do anything else. So this price action level right here, which corresponds to this over here, so that's good enough for me, right? So this is a support over here, and this is a resistance over here. I need the price to open and close above it. If it opens and closes above it, then I'm happy to say that this situation, there's a 90% chance it is over. It's not a guarantee that it's over, but there's a very good chance that it is over, and I'll be happy to take that risk, because the ride to the upside, it is fantastic. However, so long as it hasn't opened and closed above this price action level over here, I will not be making any attempt to enter this market on a long position. It's just not going to make sense to me. So I'm going to have to wait, because literally now is literally 7:30. So they're literally doing the press conference right now. The cameras are in front of them. They're talking all that woo woo. So once that is over, and once the day is done, I'm going to see where this market opens and closes at. Where it opens and closes at. And if it closes, like I said, I keep repeating, if it closes above where I'm hoping it's going to close above, then I am in. I am in. I'm not even going to wait. I am in. But however, there is a way in how you can approach this whole situation here that will actually absolutely make sense. Okay? You can wait for this price, like I said, to open and close above this level right here, or close above this level up here. Either would be good. I prefer to open and a close above, just to let me know that it's open and close. And once it's done that, should it decide to pull back down again, okay, I have all the confirmation I need that there's a 90% chance that this is going to go to the upside. So I will try to catch either a market buy or whatever at the bottom, at somewhere around this level right here, to ride it to the upside. Okay, and I'm hoping that gifts arrives tomorrow, because this right now is looking like a potential doji. Oh, yeah, it's looking like a potential doji, but like I said, the day is not done yet, and it's still got a couple hours until this 4-hour candle wick is concluded. So we're going to jump into the day and see how the day actually looks. And this is not an all-encompassing blue, because this red over here is bigger than this one, and this wick is what tells me that I could see another violent push to the upside, because what it is all the bulls are sitting down here. This is where all the liquidity grab is. The liquidity grab is right under here, where people have all their stop losses sitting right here, okay? And this little wick right here tells me that there's a lot of buyers at this level. And naturally, I mean, I'm sitting there scoping it out. I'm a buyer too, you know. So we're all sitting here at this particular level right here, waiting to move in, and we're waiting to move in when it's safe to do so. So some have already jumped in, hence why we have this wick over here, right? And some are waiting to jump in, okay? And obviously the sellers are still trying to push it down, okay, right? So they might be successful, they might not. But however, the bulls are in right now. They don't want this to go any lower, and they're putting in the fight of their life. Hence why we're seeing a lot of consolidation going on. I mean, this area right here, very, very, very volatile. All encompassing blue, and now we have a major parabolic red. Literally, they are fighting it out here. They don't want this to go any lower. So once again, I'm going to do what I do best, and that is I'm going to wait, because like I said, the rules that I'm waiting for to be followed has not happened yet, which is the wick is higher than this one, which is what I wanted, right? But however, I need to close above this trend line. If that does not happen, I'm not doing anything. I need it to close right above. Boom. If it closes above, I'm in. I am in. Okay, so I'm thinking, should I leave this here? Because what I want to do is, with these videos, I don't know if I should just focus on focusing on what is going on with the NAS until the NAS breaks into the uptrend, then we start talking about other currency pairs, or if I should just keep it focused on the NAS. I don't know. Do you know what? I think for the sake of this video today, we're just going to keep it focused on the NAS right now. Okay, we're going to keep it focused on the NAS right now. So I'm not going to do anything. This is a bit of a whine. This is me thinking out loud. Okay. So we're not going to do anything. We're just going to see how it plays out. And how it's playing out already. I mean, look at this. I actually want to use profanities right now, but I'm not going to, because obviously I don't want any issues. Look at this now. Look at this. Now this is about to break. Right now and push to the downside. I'm afraid the bulls have lost this battle. It's going to push back down again, and we're going to see what's going to happen. I think the whole of this week is going to be red, in my opinion. Because these guys are giving the press conference right now. It's now 7:35, and this is now moving red. Yeah, it's gone negative. I don't know what was said. Let me go and take a look to see exactly what these guys talked about, what they said. If it's all gone positive, or if it's, you know what I mean, just gone left. Just bear me a moment. Just jumped onto my phone for a second. I think this is what I'm looking for. Is it? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, this is it. So we're not actually there yet, so just bear me a moment. Okay, right. So that was Monday. Okay, so the data hasn't come in, but one of them has. So it's still the same. So the federal funds rate, obviously the forecast was 0.25%, and actual came out at 0.25%. So there's no change there in regards to that. So let's see what the statement was. So the statement hasn't been released either, so I'm not seeing anything on the statement. But the data that was expected to come out has come out. There is another news coming out tomorrow, which is the advanced GDP. Okay, let's see what that one's about, because I'm not entirely sure. So that is gross domestic product, right? So that might include some of the big tech companies that are comprised of the NAS100. So some of those might actually get something positive, right? And that could obviously swing things in our favor. So all the bulls, i.e. all the bulls, can jump on and obviously grab some pips and points, providing you're not using a demo account. And once again, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Please subscribe. All right, so Okay, so we're gonna wait for that. So there's another news coming out tomorrow, and that's gonna be at 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Advanced GDP. So we're gonna see how that goes, if that has an impact. And then there's gonna be another news on Friday, which is gonna be the core PCE price index, right? And they're forecasting no change from the previous month of 0.5%. And that is the consumer price index. Now, this one is actually going to be a big one. I actually think this one could actually be the biggest one, just because consumer price index, most people, just like in the UK, do the shopping online, and a lot of the big tech companies in the NAS100 are companies that do a lot of sell a lot of products online, or everything is online based. So that there is it plays a role in consumer price index. I mean, people are selling things on Facebook, they're selling things on Instagram, they're also selling things on eBay. Obviously, Amazon's doing its thing, and the list goes on. I can't go through all of them right now, but the list goes on. So we're gonna see what happens this Friday. This Friday, all throughout this week. So I think for me personally, it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of monitoring to see exactly what happens and how it happens. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So listen, guys. Once again, thank you for coming over and watching another episode of Pips and Points. I really, really, really appreciate you all. Like, I can't describe how much I appreciate every single one of you coming over to support the channel. I really do. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, and leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to add. Do you know what I mean? Leave a comment. I will reply back. Either I will leave a like, you know what I mean, if I like what you said, or I would come back with my points of view, depending on what kind of question you ask. But either way, interact, get involved. Let's get a little hive mind going. All right. So I'm gonna thank you all for coming over. I definitely appreciate you all, and you guys have an awesome day. And we'll pick this back up again tomorrow, where we're gonna talk more pips and more points. Jono signing out.